Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Stephanie. For those of you who are new here, welcome. For those of you returning, thank you so much for returning. So for those of you who are new, let me explain who we are. So we are a family of four. There's me and Big Evan, and then we've got the two boys, Little Evan and Tristan. Little Evan is 16 and Tristan is 15. Both boys have autism and both boys are nonverbal. Both boys are now officially in puberty. Tristan's been in puberty for a couple of years. I think he's done with like the physical aspects, but emotional and all of that is still ongoing. It has been a crazy ride. We've had lots of issues with Tristan in the last couple of years. Lots of aggression, lots of destruction, getting into things. Yeah, so throughout this journey, we've been trying to help Tristan with medication and therapies and all this. So, and it's been a ride. Tristan, we've had some issues with their psychiatrist, who is basically in charge of all their medications. Yeah, and you know, when you add medication and we're constantly switching, that's a whole roller coaster within itself. Because you know, you have to get on the medication, you have to give it time to work, and usually that's 2 weeks is a very slim time, but usually 4 to 8 weeks. So that's a month to 2 months every time. And when your house is being slowly destroyed inch by inch, that's a lot to deal with. And they're lashing out and being violent and injuring you and your spouse and your other child. It's a lot to deal with on a daily basis. So at this point in the game, I finally talked to his psychiatrist, and I told her that I had went to, our ABA therapist had suggested inpatient therapy, and she suggested a couple of places. There was one here in town, and we actually went to that place about a month ago and did an assessment. I was not impressed with them at all. So yeah, I didn't do it. I can't. If my gut is screaming at me not to go somewhere, we're not going there. And the funny thing is I think Dad was kind of on the fence about that place. But Tristan had a meltdown. Let's see, today's Sunday, so I think it was Wednesday or Thursday. Tristan had a meltdown, and Big Evan's arms are all scratched up, and so he went to work Thursday evening with his hands bandaged up. And he was helping a customer. Long story short, the customer asked him what happened, and Evan just gave him, you know, the basics. You know, my autistic son had a meltdown, and I was trying to, you know, restrain him from hurting himself and others and destroying our house. And the first words out of the person's mouth was, well, don't take them to blah 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 place, being the place that we had just went to. Don't take them there. So I just feel like God has solidified, like, not to take my child there in several ways, ways. So we're not going there. That means that the places we are looking at are an hour or more away from us. So we're in the process of, I've got a list of places, I've got like 2 or 3 places to call later tonight and tomorrow morning to try to get him in somewhere to get him help. Sorry, that was him. Apparently he can't close the door without slamming it. Isn't that lovely? anyhow, I've got those places to call. We'll see what happens. Our psychiatrist, I did talk to her Friday, and these are lists of places that she gave me. She basically said I think she thinks that we'll probably get him in pretty quick. I don't know. I've heard that there's wait lists for these places. I have no idea what to expect, because she was like, my first opening of my schedule is not till Thursday. If he's still here, and not in Inpatient, then I want to see him Thursday morning. So I was like, you think we'll get in that fast? So I don't know. We'll see what happens. I've got phone calls to make. We'll see what happens with that. All right. We will see where we stand with Tristan after I've made the phone calls and did what we need to do. I will keep you guys updated. Like I said, I don't know what's going to happen with that. But on to some good news. So, I did also last week, while I was checking my voicemail, I realized that there was one in there that I had not checked, and I don't know why I hadn't checked it. But when I checked it, it was the Oklahoma. I don't know the name of the place. I don't know their technical name, but it was a vocational rehabilitation place. You guys, this is bad. Like, I can't remember what they were called to save my life right now. Anyhow, they're part of the Department of Rehabilitation Services. So basically, we're going to go in Tuesday afternoon and do an interview. And this interview is to see if Evan qualifies to do vocational rehabilitation services through, well, not through the school. It'll be through this agency, but it will be at the school. So basically, he'll get a kind of a work-study job where he will, well, I don't know what he'll be doing. She just said that usually it's like the cafeteria or the library is usually where the kiddos work. So I don't know what that entails. I guess we'll find out more information on Tuesday. Fingers crossed that he is accepted so we can start working towards getting him a job. It should be amazing. Especially since there was a time where I didn't think he would ever have a job or a role. Excuse me. Yeah, there was a time where I didn't think he would have a meaningful job. So, I'm excited about that. We'll see what happens then. We still have a ton. School starts Friday. We still have a ton of decisions to make as far as Tristan and whether or not he's going to school. I think one of his biggest problems is that he's bored because of our work schedules and whatnot. We're just not able to keep him engaged all day. So I think that's part of his problem. So I think we're probably going to send him to school and see what happens. I don't know. But like I said, that's my honest to God opinion. I think he's just, a lot of it's him being bored here. And he's used to us and he knows he can lash out and, typical teenage stuff. Like, they're crap heads to their parents sometimes and really nice to those other people around them. It's like, yeah, so that is it. That's everything that's going on in our life. The good, the bad, the ugly, and everything in between there. If you like this video, if you want to see more videos like this, hit the thumbs up button, please. And please feel free to leave your questions and comments down below. I will answer to the best of my ability. If I can't answer it in a reasonable amount of time, I may do another video to answer questions. We shall see. But yeah, that is it for now. Until next time, bye.